What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Oh, I'm sitting here in my apartment literally sweating because they turned the central AC in my building off and it's hot. But you know what? I have a home. Okay? So tonight we're just going to pull some cards and see what's going on. Oh. Maybe you were wondering where my dewy glow was coming from. Wonder no more. It's very hot in my apartment. So we're gonna pull some cards and see what's going on. I'm feeling very tired. I just returned from Ireland a couple days ago, and I have not slept enough yet. Turn this down just in case it's making some crazy noise. Oh goodness. Perhaps the heat in this message is a message for somebody. Things are heating up. Ooh. There's a lot of downloads. There's a lot of emphasis around truth right now, honesty. I think that as a collective, we are upgrading to a place where we can be honest with each other. I think that we're all realizing collectively, whether the exact words are entering our consciousness or not, that like life is too short to create connections that are based on like acting cool or like playing some kind of part, playing some kind of character. I think we're growing past that. We're evolving past that. Especially those of us who are really intensely on this journey here. Like, what is the point? Like, what is really the point of like playing cool? What is it saving? Like, if we live by certain principles, right? One of the principles that I live by is that we live in a friendly universe. And if I look at my life through this perspective and I do my best to behave in the most honest, loving, kind, caring, authentic way, then anything that happens, anyone that leaves my life was supposed to leave my life. You know? We're not all an energetic vibrational match for each other. I think that sometimes our inner child can get sad when certain friends or whatever leave our lives, and it's like, oh, we want to gather up as much love and connection and support as possible, which is totally understandable. But like, I think when we begin to heal and transcend that is like, we realize that, okay, not everyone's meant to go the long haul with me. Some people, some friends, whatever, are just meant to like come into my life, shake up my snow globe for a while, and then leave. And that's fine. And I'm going to throw this hair away. Okay? 555 when I looked at the clock. Okay? Change. 555 is the angel number of change. So, we're changing out here. You know? Where we used to have maybe lack mentality around relationships. We're healing that. We're healing lack mentality in all ways when it comes to financial abundance, when it comes to people, when it comes to lovers, when it comes to friends. Like, it is such a big, beautiful world out there. We don't have to fear losing connections. As we grow and as we evolve and as we shed layers of things that we're healing, of course people are naturally going to go out of our lives sometimes. God, I feel like no matter how much water I drink, I am still, my mouth is still dry. Traveling really is hard on my body. So naturally we're not going to resonate with certain people anymore. And of course that's going to bring grief. And we shouldn't seek to push that away. There's going to be grief when we let go of people. I'm hearing a lot about attachment styles. So somebody could be really getting honest with themselves about their attachment style or attachment styles and seeing how perhaps that's been getting in their way. Hilarious. Something in me knew that this was going to be a love reading before I started recording. Yeah. So we're getting honest with ourselves about our attachment style and how we could be getting in our own way with this. I've been thinking a lot about attachment styles lately. And they are not all encompassing, you know? Like, they're not fixed, complete ways of being, right? Like, you could meet an avoidant person who is aware of it and can also have secure elements and like feels secure sometimes. And you see what I'm saying? Like, securely attached people can be anxiously attached sometimes. Anxious, avoidant, whatever, can feel secure sometimes or avoidant sometimes. They're not fixed ways of being. And I'm not going to act like I know everything there is to know about attachment styles. But, I mean, as someone who's been involved with, like, Reiki and yoga, I'm a Reiki master and a yoga teacher. And very much a deeply on the healing path person. So I've been thinking a lot about and learning a lot about my nervous system for a long time. And I'm sure there's brain areas involved with attachment styles, the amygdala, fight or flight, survival instincts that get triggered with the attachment style stuff. But they're not fixed states of being. We can do so many things to soothe our nervous system when we see these things come up. So I think I'm connecting with people right now that are becoming aware of, I heard, relationship stuff, like attachment styles, how we feel in connections, becoming aware of these things and healing them. So and like watching these triggers come up and learning how to self-soothe and self-regulate in really healthy ways. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Lover's Reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. I just heard the word evolution in my mind as I'm looking at these cards. I feel like I'm connecting with someone who is looking very closely or very holistically at the entire kind of scope of their life. Someone who is looking back on their whole life and studying themselves, becoming aware of the patterns that have always been present. This could be somebody doing EMDR. Like my therapist and I, for many, many months now, have been going through a list of traumatic memories that I've made that happened from my childhood until recent years, and like going through those memories one session at a time and like doing EMDR around them. So it's something like that where it's like it doesn't have to be in a therapeutic context either. It could be just with yourself, with this like higher level work with just you. My back is all twisted up. I feel like I just need to sleep for 4 days straight. That's all I need. Is that too much to ask? Can I just sleep for 4 days in a row? Yeah, it doesn't have to be in a therapeutic context or have anything to do with talking to anybody else about it. This could be a very sacred solitude in your own mind and space type of thing, where somebody is looking at themselves from the point of view of their entire lifespan and having awakenings about what's been going on with them or what has been present in them their entire life, so they can evolve past certain things. You could be doing psychedelic work, like okay, thank you, photo booth, for the confirmation. Doing psychedelic work, meditative work, writing. I just started like writing songs about your childhood, getting really inspired by kind of just gaining a new level of intimacy with yourself, and doing this all with ultimate love and compassion and like a deeper level of groundedness and awareness and faith. But like knowing like, I know a lot of tarot channels on here want to talk about like, oh, you're about to become the richest, whatever, like your life is really, you're the best. And like, I'm not trying to dunk on people, but like, I'm not selling you a line of shit, and maybe they aren't either, but like, I'm not selling you a line of shit when I say that like, this is the vibe of graduating out of these patterns that have been with you your entire life. Like, and I don't mean to make fun of other channels. That wasn't nice. Just feeling spicy because I haven't slept enough in the last, 2.5 weeks. And I'm very hot, so that's probably, I'm very sweaty and very hot. So I'm like, ooh, spicy. But yeah, I don't mean to make fun of anyone. Shadow popped out there for a little bit. And that's another thing, is loving your shadow and being honest with it and being honest about it. I have been really practicing in my own life the terrifying, liberating experience of telling your truth, no matter how scary it is. Because life is too short, man. At the end of the day, like, life is too short. What are we playing a character for? So looking at your life and having awakenings about what needs to be done, like what needs to be healed, what needs to be looked at and really gotten honest with, and doing shadow work around certain stuff so that you can truly enjoy life the way you deserve to. So that you can sit in your skin and be comfortable. Learning those nervous system regulation things so that when you, inevitably we all get triggered. So like inevitably when you get triggered, you have a box of tools at your disposal to know what to do. And this type of energy attracts the right people and the right opportunities and this type of energy, you know? So if anything's feeling disjointed or scary or like rough, I'm hearing like rough and spiky. Just have faith, man. And I know it's easier said than done. But is it? Like, is it really easier said than done to have faith? Or is it just a decision? That we can make? To know that God and the universe has our greatest good at heart. Even if it might not seem like that to our brain chemistry system or our nervous system or our wounding that wants to hold on to certain things because they feel familiar to our chaos-attuned nervous system or trigger something in our attachment style. Like, oh God. I'm talking about myself. But hey, as Mama D said, if it's me, it's you. If it's you, it's me. We're all on this plane together. Yeah. Have faith. Take care of yourself. Take a nice bath, watch something funny, eat a sweet little treat, and go to bed. Ooh, I love you. I'll see you next time.